All right. So we've been talking about things that, tools that we use to measure, right? Yardsticks, rulers, tape measures, and protractors are what we use to measure angles, okay? So we're gonna go through these quickly, and then I wanna get to practicing with using a protractor, okay? So angles are sections of a full circle, right? When we talk about angles, it's really just a part or a portion of a full circle. A full circle measures 360 degrees, right? If you stood up and you started facing your computer or your device and you turned all the way around until you returned to the same position where you were facing your computer or device, you would turn 360 degrees, right? Half of that, if you just turned halfway around, so you were facing the opposite direction, you would turn 180 degrees, right? That's half of a circle. So that is what a protractor looks like, is half of the circle, okay? So I'm right, so this is what a protractor looks like. I'm circling it on the screen. It's half of a circle, okay? Now we've already talked about, right, an obtuse angle is larger than 90 degrees, and an acute little angle is less than 90 degrees. Right. It's going to be important that you are able to identify that for when we start using our protractors. So the angle is, you can see on the screen here, it's that space that's measured inside, right, the two lines. And the point, right, that point where the two lines meet is called the vertex, okay? That's the vertex, where the two arms of the angle meet, right? And angles are measured in degrees, okay? So, right, you can measure someone's height in feet or inches. You can measure the length of a football field in yards. You could measure something that's very, very small in centimeters or millimeters. Angles are measured in degrees. Like your temperature. Okay. So this slide talks about some things that you'll see when we practice with a protractor, right? The midpoint, I'm circling that right there, is the, it is on the baseline, that flat, straight edge of the protractor, and it's in the very middle, right? So I circled it on the slide that I'm sharing with you. That's the midpoint, okay? Now, when we get the example protractor out, you're gonna see there's two sets of numbers, right? Here, right, I'm circling a set of, what was that? There's a set of numbers in black that is one set of measurements for an angle. And then there's also a set of numbers in blue. Again, it's to measure the degrees of the angle. Okay. All sort of measurement, right? If I wrote an abbreviation for feet, I might write FT. Or if I wrote an abbreviation for inches, I might write IN. right? Those abbreviations or those notations tell us the unit of measure. Well, the way that we write degrees is a tiny little circle that's next to, what have I done? It's a tiny little circle next to the number, okay? So, and it's kind of suspended up in the air. All right. So let me share, stop sharing this, and I want to start sharing a different slide with you so we can practice this. All right. So this is a protractor that we're going to practice with, okay? Now, I do really want everyone to be able to participate and answer questions, but as I'm sharing my slide, I can't always see everyone, and some of you have some of you don't have your pictures on, which is okay. But so I want you to be able to let me know who is going to answer the question, okay? So let's talk about some parts of the protractor, all right? All right, so this middle point right here that I just circled on the screen, who can tell me what that middle point is? Can you remember? That is the midpoint on the protractor, right? It's right in the middle of the protractor. It's along the baseline, right? Oh, wow. The baseline is the flat, straight edge of the protractor, okay? Now, when you measure, I'm going to draw an angle here, and I'm going to start outside my protractor. I'm going to go straight to the midpoint, okay?
An hour. An hour.
Now, this, here we go. All right, so I have two arms of an angle drawn on my protractor, okay? I'm gonna line this arm up with the baseline. I'm gonna line this arm up, right? Now, where the two line segments meet, that is my vertices. That's like the hinge point, right? That's the vertices where the two rays or line segments meet. First of all, think and look. What type of angle did I just put on the screen on my protractor? Is it an obtuse or an acute obtuse or right angle?
Acute.
It's an acute angle. If it's so once you see that it's an acute angle, it's less than 90 degrees, you look at the inside set of numbers right here, right? The inside set of numbers, it starts at 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, right? So my ray, my arm of this angle goes to the 40, okay? So this angle that I just drew, Let me see if I can type in it like I'm supposed to. This is a 40-degree angle. Do you see that? Right? This is a 40-degree angle. Now, if I move my arm right here, what is that?
Right.
Yes, thank you, Micah. It's a right angle. And what's the measurement of the right angle that you can see on the protractor?
90 degrees.
Yeah, what do you notice about both the inside number and the outside number on the protractor right here?
They're the same number.
It's the same number. You're exactly right. So
That means that's a halfway point.
because it's the halfway point, and when it doesn't matter if your angle starts from the right and goes towards the left, or if it starts from the left and goes towards the right, at the halfway point, it is a right angle and it measures 90 degrees. Okay? Now, this arm I haven't changed, right? What if I moved it over here? You see how I moved now my angle is,
You ate some pizza?
right? It's facing a different direction, but I still have a right angle. I still have 90 degrees. Okay? What if I moved this over here? Now what kind of angle do I have?
Obtuse.
Yes, I have an obtuse angle. And if it is an obtuse angle, then you look at the outer set of numbers on your protractor. Okay? So you can look at the outer set of numbers, the set of numbers closest to the edge, and tell me what the measurement is of this angle.
140 degrees.
140 degrees. Yes. All right, so let's do this. Annalie, what do you think about this one? I just moved my arm, so I made a new angle.
It would be.
First, tell me, is it acute or?
It's acute.
It is acute, and what's the measurement? 50 what? It's between 50 and 60, so it's 55. 55. Yes. All right. Now, Elijah, what kind of angle is this?
Right.
Look closely.
Cute.
Look where the arms are. There's one that's on the baseline, and then this one here.
Obtuse.
Yes. And what's the measurement of the obtuse angle? Can you look at the
150 degrees.
Elijah, look at the protractor. It's obtuse. So we know it's more than 90 degrees.
Ooh. 105 degrees.
It is 100 degrees. So we have 100, and then this line here that I'm circling, that would be 105, and then we have 110. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep my baseline facing that direction. And move my arm over here. Okay. And Da Vinci, are you there?
Yeah.
What type of angle did I just put on this screen?
Acute.
Ooh, no, look where my baseline is.
Obtuse.
Yep, obtuse. And what's the measurement?
160 degrees.
160 degrees. I love that you gave me the unit. You said degrees at the end of that. Fantastic. You named the unit of measure and it's degrees. All right. Jacqueline, what if we go over here? Right? Let's go over here. What kind of angle did I just draw? Jacqueline, can you see?
An acute angle.
I did draw an acute angle. And what's the measurement if it's like this? So if my baseline is here, right, and I went up 10 degrees and then 20 degrees, right, my measurement is 20 degrees. So as long as my baseline is facing towards the left, then my angle measurement, right, I'm going to look at that outside number. All right. So this is 20 degrees. Mia. Yeah, what kind of angle did I just make or create with my board?
Is it in right angle?
Yeah, what would the measurement be if it was going to be a right angle? It would have to be.
It would have to be in 90-degree angle.
Yep. So, well, right. So if I were going to have a right angle, it would be like this. It would be a 90-degree angle. Right? Straight up and down. But I drew, let me see if I can change that. I'm going to make this one array. Look at that. Just change it to array. So I want you to look. This one is a 90-degree, Nia. It's facing straight up, and it goes through where it says 90 degree. Now look at the one that I made array with the arrow. What kind of angle is that?
It's in. It's in obtuse.
So we go from this ray here, and then we stop here. I could fill that in. Right, all of this section that I'm coloring right there, that fills in the angle, right? So that is acute. That's less than 90 degrees, and it measures 70 degrees. Okay.
Okay. Right.
So if I moved it, Nia, if I moved it this way, then I would have an obtuse angle because it would be more than 90 degrees and it would measure 110, right? We went past the 90 degrees. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So lots happening with measurement. Let me see. If we look at this worksheet right here, right, and we think about angles as these measurements as a maze. Where the angle is, right? I have a ray here at the baseline and then a ray here.
Yeah.
What type of angle is it?
Acute.
It is acute. And since it's acute and it's facing towards the right, we're looking at the inside set of numbers, right? Since it's acute, we know the measurement has to be less than 90. Can anyone look closely at this screen and see what is the measurement of this angle? Eilendra, can you right? There's 50. And we know this one over here is 60. So we're at probably 51, maybe 52. Okay. So if we're on a maze, which direction do we go, right? Do we go towards right near me? All right. So I muted you guys. It was getting really, really loud. If you want to answer or talk with me, I'd love to hear you. Just unmute your one screen when you're ready to talk. If we're looking at this just for fun to work our way through a maze and our measurement is 52, we're going to move down here. We're going to move down this direction, right? All right. So if we're going to move this direction and we look at this protractor, somebody unmute yourself and tell me, well, what's the measurement here so I can find my path through my maze?
30-degree angle.
Who said that?
James.
James. What is it?
A 30-degree angle.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And what kind of measurement is that, James? What kind of angle is that? Acute, obtuse, or right?
Array.
Which is it, an acute angle, an obtuse angle, or a right angle if it measures 30 degrees?
Obtuse.
It's a cute little angle, right? Those are the little ones. Fantastic. But I'm going to mark our path, just like you said, it measures 30 degrees, and we're going to keep going here. Man, that was easy. I picked too easy of one. We got to our end in 2 moves. Let's go over here. I started at the wrong spot. I think I made it too easy on you guys. I did. All right. This screen is getting me. All right, I moved you up. Who can tell me the measurement here? Do I need to make the screen, make this bigger on the screen? All right, somebody unmute yourself and tell me what's the measurement here?
Obtuse.
It is obtuse, and what's the measurement?
106.
That's really close. Let's see. I can go, there's a 105 measurement I can choose, a 50-degree measurement, or a 100, a 10-degree, or a 75. Which one do you think I should choose?
105.
105. I completely agree. We're going to circle this. Right? And that means we need to go this way. Oh, whoa. Look at what they did with this one. They didn't put the rays on the baseline. So let's talk about that. What could we do to help us figure out the measurement when one of our rays, one of our arms is not on the baseline? What strategies could we use, do you think?
Try to angle it out.
Okay, so if this were on paper, right, you could literally just turn your protractor to line up one of the arms so it was on the baseline. And that would be a absolutely fantastic strategy. This one, we can't do that because it's a digital, right? So let's think about, can we look and count by tens as our angle, right? Start with this ray here. And when we go from 30 to 40, that would be one group of 10. Could we count by tens until we get to this other arm of our angle? So we could go, what in the world is that? We go, here we go, 10, 20, 30. I saw Annalie's mouth moving. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. What would that be?
9 degrees.
90 degrees. That's exactly right.
Be a right angle.
Fantastic. That's exactly right. So if we counted that as 90 degrees and someone identified it as a right angle, we're going to circle, well, it's 90 degrees. Let's move to this protractor. We're going to have to use the same strategy here because that protractor is not turned. It can't turn it to be on the baseline. Can someone figure out what the measurement is?
20 degrees.
Very good. Very good. So I'm going to, so because we're doing a maze and we know 20 can't be an option, we're going to go back and look very closely and say, well, even though these lines are kind of wide, which measurement based on the choices that we have should we choose?
21.
21, yeah. Since we're doing it digitally, we're going to use this clue to help us out. All right. That moves us to this protractor. And what's that measurement? Someone who hasn't given, Hayden, what's that measurement? We have our arm on the baseline and then an arm pointing straight up. I'm going to unmute you, Hayden. What's that?
All right.
It is a right angle, and what's the measurement?
A 90. 90.
90 degrees. That's exactly right. So that's going to tell us, all right, we need to go here. You guys are going to have to do some thinking on this one. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes for you to use a strategy to figure out the measurement of this angle.
Miss Honig, I can't see all the way.
Who can't see? Annalie, what do I need? What do I need to do to help you see it better?
Over this Honig.
I need to move it. Uh-oh. Is that better?
No, the other side. Yeah. Mm. 140. 141, I guess you'd say.
Okay, so Annalie counted.
Something.
We have other folks that are still counting. All right, I'm going to start with my little jumps, and we're going to count by 10. So here's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, and I think you're right. I think there's like one more little jump. 141. Let's see if that's an option for us.
There's 140.
It is 140, right? I borrowed one. So 140. Who remembers what the degree, the maximum degree is for a straight angle or for like half of a circle? Does anyone remember what I said? One whole circle is 360 degrees. So half of the circle, or what the protractor shows, is what? Does anybody remember?
180.
180 degrees? Yes. So if this angle measures 140 degrees, how much is left? That's not part of the angle. Yes, exactly right, right? So if we're talking about, we have this angle that's 140 degrees, and we think, well, how much is left between this and a straight angle that's a maximum of 180 degrees? There's 40 degrees that are good. All right, here we go. I think we're almost. Alexis or Da Vinci, I haven't heard from you in a while, or Savannah. I'd love to hear you on this angle. Right? So this angle starts here at the baseline.
It's an acute.
It is an acute angle. And what is the measurement?
125 degrees.
Okay, so
130.
I'm going to ask if you think that makes sense. If we know that an acute angle is acute, it's little, it's less than 90 degrees, what would make more sense for the measurement to be?
50.
Yeah, close to 50. It's somewhere between 50 and like that 55 mark.
45.
Let's see. If it was past 50 but not to 60 yet, right? We're probably looking at 54. I'm going to zoom that way in. So you can see here's the 50-degree line, this line right here. The 55 line, halfway between 50 degrees and 60 degrees, is here. And our ray, our arm, is close to the 55 mark, right? We got to get really zoomed in to be able to see that on the screen good. So this angle measures 54 degrees. I'm gonna move up to this protractor. Now, what do we notice? What do we see about this angle?
Oh,
Mia, what do you notice about this angle? Let's see, somebody help me out with a observation and a measurement.
Is it 60 degrees?
What do you notice about the angle if it starts here on the right and then it goes all the way here? First, let's start with, is it acute, right, or obtuse?
Obtuse.
It's all right.
Micah, why do you think it's obtuse?
Because it is.
What makes an angle obtuse?
It is more than 90 degrees.
Okay, so it's wider. There's more of it than 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees would be straight up and down. Nia, if it's obtuse and it's more than 90 degrees, then which of these numbers makes sense? You were close when you saw the 60, but 60 is less than 90. So what would the other option be?
It would be a obtuse.
Yes, it is. So what would the measurement be? Right? So we have 110 here. It's close, not quite to 120, right?
Right.
Let's look at our options. Which of those measurements that you can see on the screen, 62 degrees or 119 degrees, makes the most sense?
I think 119.
You're right. That does make the most sense because our arm of our angle wasn't quite to the 120 degree mark. It was almost there, but not quite. So to find our way out of this maze, the best option is 119 degrees. And this is our last one we're going to do. So tell me what kind of angle it is and what our measurement is. This is it.
Acute.
It is acute.
so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 52 or like 50-ish.
Okay, so I think, yeah, 52 it is. That is as close as we can get. It's good work. And all my circles there got us out of our maze. Good work. It does matter which direction the rays start in. There were a couple of tricky ones where the arms of the angles were not even lined up on the baseline, and y'all worked hard to figure that out. Do you have, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Does anybody have questions for me? I've had a couple of folks message me about work for our mess board. All of the 4th grade teachers work together to create those. So if you had a question about them, or moms or dads message me, I'm getting my other grade level teachers, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. There's a lot of stuff on the YouTube videos. I think I said last week, the teachers are learning, we're learning a lot about YouTube, and we realize that the videos and the work that we posted first is getting buried. It's like everything's getting layered on top of it. So we're working to figure all that out. But if you have questions, if you're struggling to find assignments, please just message me, and I will help you figure it out and send you direct links. I don't want it to be frustrating for you. I mean, do your part, look, but if you can't find it, get with me, and I'll get more information from the teachers who created it. So now I'm going to be quiet. Any other questions for me?
Nope.
Why you don't be quiet?
Is everybody doing good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honig,
Yes.
the thing you said to turn in the mess boards every Friday
Yes.
at 3 o'clock. Can I turn them in at like 5-ish?
Yes. Yes.
Because she could come at 5. I don't know.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Anybody else questions? Yes.
Landra's mom, Landra and I will be moving the week after next. So how will we go about giving you a new address?
Contact the school. Contact the either email it to me or send it to me on Dojo. But if you would contact the front office at the school, there is no place in the office.
Okay.
And they can walk you through that as well for permanent records.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Are you saying close by in the area? Or no.
Yes. We will still be in the school district.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to the boat.
All right.
Bye.
Everybody else is doing good.
Yeah.
I see y'all chatting it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miss Honig.
Chatting it up.
Miss Honig.
Yes.
Can I leave?
2 minutes.
How do I leave?
I'm about to.
If you
Bye.
click, I think there's a button that says leave meeting
Goodbye.
on your screen. Right? If you don't have questions, I'm good. I'm done. I'm going to stop recording.